Following the conclusion of Ondo State governorship election, the Center for Democracy and Development (CDD) has called on relevant stakeholders in the state and Nigeria generally to come together with a view to addressing the dark spot and brightening the prospect for conduct of peaceful, free and credible elections. The center also rated the conduct and outcome of October 10 governorship election in Ondo State as noteworthy when set against the background of the typical hostile environment of competitive party and electoral politics in the country. In the final observation report presented to the public, the center's director Idayat Azan and head election analysis center Professor Adele Jinadu commended the outcome of the election with acclaimed peaceful conduct. The center also noted that the election was relatively peaceful when compared with other polls recently conducted by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). It also commended the vast array of stakeholders involved in the process for working tirelessly to ensure the tense atmosphere in the build-up to the elections.
But while there are positives which we've highlighted, the issue-based politics, the fact that it was very peaceful, we remain very worried that the trio of violence, vote buying, and in particular fake news is fast determining the outcomes of elections in this country. We were all there to see what actually happened, the kind of fabrication, the kind of fake news that came out on Saturday, Friday itself. And all these are very, very important, which we don't just have to legislate on. We have to have, we have to come up with very important strategies in terms of addressing these issues in our electoral process.
In its recommendation, the center said that going forward, INEC should continue to enhance not only the result management process, but also the electoral process in general. It also noted that hate speech instigated tension and facilitated violence during the election, warning that combination of vote buying and insidious influence campaign is an emerging trend, which changes the pattern of votes without the electorate knowing they have been influenced.
Really, and what was the fine? Who are the big people selling these votes that have been prosecuted? It occurred in broad daylight, and that is why, while commending the non-partisanship and the civility of the security officials, we continue to say that their core mandate of law enforcement is actually not being done. If during that election at least 100 vote buyers were arrested, or 50, it is going to send a strong message and act as a deterrence to people. So this electoral impunity is something we have to deal with. And I think for us at the CDD, particularly in this report, we have now made reference, aside from the constitutional one we did in Edo, to 3 very key things. And one is the fact that the Electoral Offences Tribunal is something, or commission is something that must actually be established so that they can address these rising incidences of vote buying and other forms of electoral malfeasance.
News Up TV.